Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for the main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds of professional championship welterweight boxing. It is the IBF welterweight eliminator for the world #2 ranking. It is sponsored by Ladbrokes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for all the people gathered here at the Sleeman Sports Complex in Brisbane, Australia, all of our friends watching this home on Fox here in Australia and Sky Television back in New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, would somebody somewhere make some noise? Introducing first, making his way to the ring corner, this is Rico!
The pride of Brisbane. He began his boxing at age 18, extensive amateur career, including the London Olympics. Turned pro in 2013, won 5 of his first 6 pro fights by knockouts. He's an excellent world-class fighter with all the tools. He's had a history of, injuries. A couple of fights ago, he had that throat surgery prior to his last fight from a training injury. He's had broken hands, bad cuts around his eyes, mostly from headbutts. But he is tough. His strength, left-hand power shots. He can stop the power shots with the body. He's an excellent boxer. Solid jab, and he has a strong chin. And when he was dropped in that last fight, he got up and won the rest of the round. He has a tremendous ability to recuperate. He is Jeff Horn.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds of professional championship welterweight boxing action. This is the IBF welterweight eliminator for the #2 world ranking. The sanctioning body for this fight is the IBF. Your overseeing official is Ben Keelty. Your judges at ringside, Bruce McTavish from the Philippines, Adam Height from Queensland, Australia, and Holger Weeman from Germany. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge is Sam Williams from Detroit, Michigan, USA. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing solid red trunks. He weighed in at 66.65 kgs. He hails from Brandenburg, Germany. He is the IBO Intercontinental welterweight champion. He has 22 professional fights, 20 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 14 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Rico, the pretty boy Mueller! And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner enters the ring wearing black trunks with orange trim. He weighed in at 66.35 kgs. He hails from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. He holds the IBF Intercontinental, Interim WBO, and Oceania WBO Oriental welterweight titles collectively. He is ranked by the IBF 4th. He is ranked by the WBO 4th and 11th by the WBA. He has 15 professional fights with 14 wins, 1 draw. 9 big wins coming by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Australia's Fighter of the Year for 2015. Fighters to the center ring, please, for referee Sam's instructions.
All right, man, let's have a good one. I want you to watch your headbutts, your kidney punch, and your low blows. On my command to break, take a full step back. Your hands up to protect yourself at all times. In case of a knockdown, I'll send you to the furthest neutral corner. Remain there until I send for you. Good luck, man.
That's Sam Williams from Detroit in the United States
One more
of
time,
America.
good people, let's make some
10-point
noise,
must scoring
everybody!
system, no standing, 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. So it's set to go. Jeff Horn decked out in his black and orange. He's the Hornet, you know. And the pretty boy Mueller is in red. So we're set to go. This should be something from the Stratton Boxing Gym. It's Jeff Horn in black and orange. Kelly, you know, you said, and I want to get you in right away on this, Jeff doesn't look like he's really warmed up. He hasn't cut a big sweat.
He doesn't. Just noticing, you know, just looking at him quickly, he doesn't look like he's sweating. And as you know, Colonel, that's a very dangerous place to be going into a fight without that sweat. You know, hopefully he is, and hopefully he'll be warmed up by the end of this round for sure. But he's establishing his jab nicely here.
Well, he's got the great jab. He's got tremendous body shots that he can get in behind the elbow of opponents. You know, in his first rounds, he tests his men. He tries with a shot upstairs. He knows now he can get between the gloves. He knows he can land the right-hand lead already. We're only in the first 30 seconds of this fight, and we know a couple of things already what Jeff can do. Horn looks like a choir boy and acts like one outside the ring, but when he's in the ring, he's all business. I mean, he's just a perfect example of a professional athlete. Wonderful kid, comes from a wonderful family. His granddad just came by, and his wife Joanna. They're wonderful people, and you want to see him do well. Mueller, on the other hand, he realizes the importance of this fight here, and has come all the way over here from Germany because the #1 ranking is at stake here. And with Kell Brook vacating the title within the last 24 hours, one of these two guys can get a shot at a world title sooner than later.
I like Jeff Horn, Colonel. I really like him. You know, as a guy, he's one of the good guys in boxing. You know, there's so many, but he really is one of them. He's, you know, he's a school teacher. He goes about his business. He's not a big talker. He's not vain in any way. He just likes, you know, here in Australia, they always like the underdog, the guy who pulls his sleeves up and has a go. And this is Jeff Horn all over.
Jeff Horn's been some terrific Australian fighters over the years. Horn, Sammy Solomon, Shannon Taylor, Danny Green, Chuck, Costa Zoo fought out of here. Of course, Jeff Fennick and Kali Meehan, my partner.
It's a nice feeling out round we have here, Colonel. I mean, it's feeling out, but there's a little bit more.
Yeah, it is. He's testing everything he can do. So far, Mueller's not having a lot of success with anything. He's not getting hurt by any means, but Jeff is able to touch him up almost any place he wants. He complained a little bit about a blow there, but there wasn't much on it. Mueller's not establishing his jab either. And with Jeff, that can be a bad idea, because that means he can come through that kill zone and can really put some punishment on a guy.
100%. I noticed on the fights that I've seen Mueller fight, he likes to stand behind that very high defense. And he has some success blocking the body shots, but I've found what I've seen, when he explodes out in his combinations, for me, he leaves his chin up a little bit too high.
All right, the bell ends round 1, and that's the Jeff Horn round, so it started out good for Jeff. Remember, Mueller's been the distance 12 rounds on 3 different occasions and 10 rounds on 1 occasion, and he won all of those fights. This is a 10-9 round for Horn.
With him starting to work those few indirects in, so that's nice though. Stay at range like that, putting him off. Always ready to counter, because if he does punch, move and counter. While you're attacking him with directs and indirects and feints, which you're doing really well, okay, just always be ready to counter. So if he does go to punch, try to move and counter, because when you did counter with that left hook, it was a nice shot. Box beautiful. Sharp.
Here we're looking at both fighters feeling each other, just still finding the range first round, and that was a nice jab by Jeff Horn. And a nice right hand here. Somewhere it looks like he gained a little bit of a cut here, Mueller did.
The referee, I asked Sam to come over and tell me if it was by a punch, so we don't know. So we'll see how it unfolds. And I don't see the cut right now, so it's either just a small slit or we'll find out. Jeff goes with the right hand lead. Notice the way he bounces right back to get into his stance. He's teeing off on this guy now. I'll tell you this, from watching what I see, this guy is a much superior boxer than Mueller.
I like the angles he possesses too. He hits his shots and he walked out towards the right hand. That's nice. Really nice boxing by Horn.
Right, Kelly. He shifts to his left. Now he's setting up his jab. Mueller comes forward, leans in. He tries to double his jab. And look how quick Horn is getting out of there. See, Horn does most things so slick, you don't even realize how slick he is.
Yeah, he's showing not just the same style. Like we see Horn here, his hands up, he comes with that double jab. Jeff Horn is showing different things than Mueller is. Mueller's just hands up, come the jab. We're seeing things from Horn here. He's coming the angles, different ways. He drops his hand sometimes, right hand lead. He's a really good fighter.
No, he's a terrific fighter. He's world class all the way. There he goes with the right hand lead. I don't see a cut by the right eye of Mueller, and I'm trying to check out the left eye, and I don't see that either.
I think, Colonel, the more Jeff Horn establishes himself and keeps using those angles and creates that distance, that space between each other, I think he can have his way in this fight.
Well, he's got the confidence right now. We saw one time him go behind that elbow with his left hook to the right side of Mueller, and that's something we want to look for more, because that's a punishing body shot. And that'll get the hands down of Mueller and let Jeff do it. Nice uppercut by Jeff Horn. Wow. He's got so many offensive weapons that he does, and he's quick. He pulls his head back. He uses his trunk, sliding to his right now. He comes back, feels the ropes, and walks right around the corner and gets out of there.
He's the type of guy who can fight with his hands down if he wants to. He's just so aware in there. But he's still got to be careful of Mueller. Mueller comes with that left hook after these combinations.
Mueller has 14 knockouts. Jeff hit him hard. Shots now. When he catches him upstairs, Kelly, he goes immediately downstairs, and that's where you punish the body after you get that head scrambling around a little bit from the big right. Beautiful uppercut.
That's a sign of a champion. He goes to the body, goes to the head. He's so relaxed here. He's moving around. Wow.
He is so relaxed, and that's so important. The other in the heavyweight division, Joe Parker, is a very, very relaxed fighter as well, and that helps with the fluidity of movement. He's all warmed up now.
He really is.
Mueller got a decent body shot in, but it had no effect. The bell ends round number 2. Another good boxing round for Jeff Horn.
breaking him down like you're doing. It's beautiful right hand, straight, the vertical one, straight through. Do you want him more? No. Boxing beautiful. Just stay relaxed like that, stay in the zone, you're holding the pace. I know you can hold this pace all day long. So it's a great pace.
Our executive producer tonight, Matty Weiss. Ryan Bernard pushing the buttons back there. He's our director. Great job, man.
Jeff Horn showing his skill. He can have his hands down if he wants to. Just landing some shots there. Nice right hand lead by Jeff Horn. He's just slowly starting to have his way in this fight.
All right, we moved to round number 3. I want to thank our Vice President of Communications from Duco Events, Craig Stenaway, as we continue on here with round number 3 from Sleeman Sports Complex here in Brisbane, Australia. Great venue here and this theater. It's called the Chandler Theater, a wonderful place, great venue. All right, let's see if Rico Mueller in the red trunks can turn it up a notch. He seems like he wants to, but as he turns it up, so too does Jeff. Jeff Horn, the black trunks with the orange and coming down the side. All in red is Rico Mueller.
This is really an entertaining fight to watch, Colonel. You know, you watch Jeff Horn, he's just like a little pit bull in there, isn't he?
He's like a hornet.
Wow.
He's so tough, and you know, when you meet him outside the ring, you just say, well, this guy's got to be going to choir practice. But no, he's going to the gym with his charge, Glenn Rushton. Nice solid right hand, followed by the jab. See, he gets in and gets out, Kali. Yep. He comes in, he banged him underneath the elbow that time. Just nicked him, but he threw it. He wants to throw something hard now with the right hand, and he does it. He catches him right on the forehead. But he faded down first, come back, he took a shot, but he's okay.
2 beautiful shots there. You know, exactly what you said. He throws his combinations and he gets out. He's in, he's out. He's in, he's out. You know, the sign of a really good boxer. Someone who's not panicking. He's starting to have his way in this fight, but he's still so relaxed and he's still so composed.
Meanwhile, every once in a while, Mueller will land something, get the attention of Jeff, but Jeff has just got so many weapons in his arsenal. You don't know from whence it's coming if you're Rico Mueller. Mueller, you know, left. There's Jeff with the uppercut again, and that uppercut is getting much more. Look at that. Ducked into 2 shots, and then comes up with a right hand of his own, then another right hand. This is what I'm talking about, folks, with the arsenal. And he goes, finishes with the right hand to the side of the cheek. And Mueller's going to be saying, what kind of hornet am I in here with?
You know, this is why, Colonel, I'd love to see all the country of Australia get behind this guy, because he's a world-class fighter, isn't he? Look at what he's doing in there. When he wants to counter, he counters. When he wants to lead, he leads. When he wants to use angles, he uses angles. He does everything effortlessly, and he's one of the good guys. You
know, he started off fighting for Duco in New Zealand. He still fights for Duco. This is his 2nd show now on Fox TV here in Australia. Remember, he's only in his 16th professional fight. It's hard to believe. I mean, he's world ranked, and he should be. You know, the reigning champs right now, Jesse Vargas, the WBO, Kell Brook vacated, Keith Thurman has a WBA, and Danny Garcia has a WBC belt. But it looks like he's going to be fighting, if he can win this fight. Look at this. Errol Spence. But either guy gets a chance at Errol Spence. And I'll tell you this. We got a tough German here. This kid has not come to roll over. He wants to take this with him.
For sure. And Jeff Horn would like me to say hello to his sponsors out there, Chris and Daniel Hannay Lawyers, Phil Murphy from Oxmar Properties, and Steve Scanlon from Recon Solutions.
That's what you need to do. Just keep doing what you're doing. When he tries to punch, punish him for it. How dare you punch at me? Counter and overlap. And in the meantime, just keep doing what you're doing. Breaking him down from range. He can't fight from this range. Okay, he's struggling from that range. You can hold him there. He's picking him off. Directs, indirects, up, down, mixing it up.
Rico trying to throw something, but pretty much all he's coming back with is that 1-2 in the left hook. Jeff Horn here is just having his way. He's showing great defensive skills as well. He's not only offensive, he's very defensive minded.
I want to thank the girls from Duco Events, event promoters Joe O'Sullivan, the birthday girl, Chrissy V, Nikki Wall, and Chanel Colcott for all their help getting us ready. And my man from Qantas, special rep in Melbourne, Antonio, you got me here, so I had a chance to call his fight. Thanks for all your help. We move to round number 4. The Colonel, along with Callie Meehan, our principal's in there. Jeff Horn with his back to you right now in the orange and black trunks, and facing him in the red trunks is Rico Mueller. Mueller 21-1, 14 knockouts, Horn undefeated, 14-0 with a draw, 9 knockouts. But right now, at this point in the 4th round, with 30 seconds gone, it's Horn outboxing Mueller.
You know, Mueller's that type of guy you cannot underestimate. You can't take your foot off the gas and cruise at any stage of the fight, because he'll always jump straight on you. You know, he's taken some big shots from Horn, but he always jumps straight back. Horn just nice and relaxed, finds his shots, he moves out. He's all business.
Every once in a while he catches him. See the strength of Horn there when Mueller got his arm wrapped around him. He just straightened up and just carried him right off his feet. So that's the strength in the legs of Jeff Horn. And when you look at the bottom part of the calves of Jeff, he's a very powerful lower part of his legs, much bigger and much stronger than is Mueller. And on the tail of the tape, there isn't much between them, either in height, weight. The age is exactly the same and the reach is the same. So they're exactly the same size. But strength-wise, Horn is there. By the way, Mueller's having a better round here in round number 4.
He is. He's landed a nice left hook early on, right to the body. They both landed, you know, they both had success with that left hook. Mueller's starting to come on this round. I like that Colonel. You know, he never just does the same thing, Jeff Horn. He never does the same punch twice. He always gives him something to think about, and then he throws something else.
See these shots just there, folks. He went, just as Callie said, he went with a right hand dig to the body, then get back upstairs with the left hook. Now he pulls back, and now he gets set up again. Sometimes he'll jab, sometimes he'll go to the right hand lead. That time he jab and the right hand behind it. Other times he'll go downstairs like this. And here he is set up in front of him again. He goes to the right hand lead again, bounces it off the forehead, feints, gets the jab through, snaps the head back at Mueller. Mueller stands right in front of him, tries to throw his right hand, but it's buried off by Jeff Horn. Horn is a sensational boxer, and Mueller giving it all he has.
We're witnessing a great fight, aren't we, Colonel?
Oh, this is terrific, Callie. I love this stuff.
You know, this stadium's just like a real small MGM, isn't it? The way the seats go. Like,
Oh, yeah, straight the way it goes up.
Awesome atmosphere.
Right hand lead again. Mueller giving it all he had in the first part of this round. He did extremely well. Then Horn ended up landing some heavier blows. So in damage done, I got to go with Horn again in this round. But there he was. He took a few punches, but the heavy stuff landed off the hands of Horn again. If there's any round that I could have given Mueller, it would have been that one. But I don't think the judges are going to lean that way.
It's a real battle of wills, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And the judges, by the way, are the experienced Bruce McTavish from the Philippines, Adam Height from Queensland, and Holger Wiemann from Germany. Holger may have given that round to Mueller.
Just, I want to see him a bit more in pain before you go in for the hill. Why take the risk? You're winning every round, doing it easy. The weaker he is, the easier it is to put him away. Eventually,
let's look here at Horn's evasive skills. When he sees the punches coming, he just ducks out. Like I was mentioning before, he does have good defensive. He's got that eye. He's got a real good evasive eye. And then he can punch off that as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as he ducks underneath too, he comes right back.
Yeah.
We move to round number 5 here. The Colonel Bob Sheridan, along with Callie Meehan. Our host this evening is Ben Damon. Glad that you're enjoying watching us on Fox TV all over Australia and around the world. This is a terrific fight that you're experiencing here with Jeff Horn to the left of your screen, now to the right of your screen, digging body shots. Right back comes Mueller. Mueller in the red trunks. Horn goes with that right hand lead again. He eats a jab, but he's in such terrific physical condition, he can take a shot from time to time.
To me, Colonel, Horn looks like he has the better repertoire. You know, he's got a little bit more different style of punches coming out, more punches in his repertoire. But our man here from Germany, he comes hard. He comes with that straight left, right, and the left hook. He means business.
Yeah, he sets down on his punches pretty well, but Jeff has that quickness, and there's a right hand that got through again off the hands of Mueller. Jeff a little puffy by the right eye. He's got a little puffiness by his left eye as well. So Mueller's getting through from time to time. I'd like to see Horn go back downstairs and work behind those elbows and try to bust his body up of Rico Mueller. Mueller, by the way, is a nice kid. I don't speak German, but you can communicate, and you know he's a nice guy.
He's a tough one.
Absolutely, Kali.
He's taken some big shots, but he's still coming so determined in this round, you know?
And there was another big right hand taken on the left ear. Look at the color of that left ear now. It's like loaded with blood because he just got hammered with a right hand. This is round 5. It's scheduled for 12. At stake, #1 positioning in the IBF and a shot at the world title most likely. There's a quick right hand that time by Jeff Horn.
Both fighters in great physical shape.
Both guys, Kali, great point. There's that right hand I want to see more by Jeff. Get behind that elbow. You got to watch it because Mueller's slick. You know, he uses that shoulder, try to push Horn with his left shoulder when he had him up against the ropes. But Jeff is so quick on his feet, slicing right hand across the chin and shoulder.
You know, some fighters, they make you worry when they have their hands down and they fight. But what I see about Jeff Horn, he drops his hands down when he's well out of range.
That's right,
As soon as he comes in, those hands up or those punches are going.
When he enters that, what I again call a kill zone, he's ready to throw. See, the hands are a little bit low right now, but watch as he enters, how they come right back up, as Kelly pointed out. See, that right hand was high. And he knows Mueller holds his hands up pretty good. He's trying to get the hands down by blasting to the body. Closing seconds now, this is the 5th round. And this is just another nice boxing round for Jeff.
It is. Doesn't it look good when a fighter's on his toes like Jeff Horn was at that round?
Looks great. That's textbook stuff. I've got a shutout for Horn right now, and possibly he could have lost the 4th round. At least Judge Wieman from Germany may have given that round to Mueller.
Up, down, work the body, drop the big right hand into his body now and again, and just keep mixing up. When he goes to punch, keep doing what you're doing, counting, it's working beautifully. So.
Nice right hand lead there by Jeff Horn. He got caught a little bit there, but he come back with that big right hook. He's finding his way outside and inside. When he's on the inside, he's landing them nice shots, but he's really looking good when he's outside.
When you do it, but just be smart.
I mentioned that Dean Lonergan, the executive from Duco, Martin Snedden, is here for the fight. Dean is at the WBO convention, and he's representing Jeff Horn as much as he was representing Joe Parker. And Dean is getting well known in the world boxing circles because he was able to secure the championship fight and sign a few documents. And Andy Ruiz will be coming to New Zealand on the 10th of December to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. Nice stiff jab. Uppercut. Wow! Another uppercut. A 3rd one. Last one didn't catch him much. These are tough body shots. Mueller feeling the power of Jeff Horn right now. He's tough. He came right back. But those are hard punches to the body by Jeff.
Very hard punches. But the thing is with Mueller, he only comes back with his straight punches. Left, right, left, right. Horn showing so much more punches.
Well, you know, throughout the course, Kali, we talked about, you know, what he's got in his arsenal of punches. His abilities are extraordinary, and he delivers them all well. But he's filled with confidence, even though he gets, you know, counter-punched every so often. He's not worrying about that. He's worrying about the offense right now. And he's a terrific defensive fighter. See him up and down, changing the eye level. Fires out that right hand.
He knows what big punch he's trying to land. Like when he looks for that big overhand right, he puts himself in position first just before he throws it. If he's looking for that big left hook or the left uppercut, he puts himself in position before he throws it. He's not just throwing them like haymaker shots. He knows exactly what he's throwing. That's class.
Yeah, absolutely, Kelly. There's a straight right hand. There may be a cut by the left eye of Mueller now, but it's certainly an abrasion as he landed a hellacious right hand at Jeff Horn. Mueller's a tough kid, does those hands up, he comes at him, jab, 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 but he just doesn't have it. Now there is blood around that left eye as Horn begins to bust up his face.
I like the way Horns, you know, he's landing to the head, but he's also going to the body. He's landing big body shots.
Well, that's what brings the hands down, Kelly, as you well know. But now this tuck by the left eye could be a problem because it's a slit right in the corner of the eye. Mueller backs up. Look at he loads up again. The right hand on top of that eye. Digging right hand to the body. Hard shots to the body. Mueller might be ready to go. Jeff senses it. 28 seconds to go. Let's see what happens here, Collie. Jeff goes with that right hand lead.
He's so relaxed. He's hurting his opponent, but Jeff Horn remains calm, relaxed, on his toes, still looking for the shot. He's taking his time. He's not rushing. He's a classy fighter.
It's so important in the closing seconds of now the 6th round where he really beat up Mueller. This is a hard round for Mueller. Oh, that body shot. I could feel that. Right behind the elbow. He's really broken him down now, and we're in this, or through the 6th round. I mean, is Rico Mueller ranked high enough to be fighting for a possibility of a world title shot? And Horn is just totally outclassing this guy.
Punch, you believe? I think it was. I didn't see a heads crash. So keep chopping that overhand into that cut as well. Keep taking, close his eye.
That was a beautiful Jeff Horn round. See him landing that uppercut there once, twice, 3 times. And watch how he's so relaxed before he looks for his next shot. He doesn't rush. Goes to the body there. Goes to the body again. Takes his time. Mate, this guy, he's slowly starting to break down Mueller. And he's just a class act.
Mueller was cut by the right eye in the 1st round. Cut by the left eye in the last round. Nobody's been down, but there's that right hand right on top of that eye again. I don't know if Mueller can last a couple of more rounds because Horn is really beating him up now.
He is, and like we said before, it's never the same punch coming. It's never just another straight right or a straight left. You don't know what punch Jeff Horn is going to throw, and he disguises them beautifully.
He's zeroed in on that left eye. He wants to try and stop this fight by TKO, but he's right on top of it, man. But, you know, he'll come back, Collie, and go to the body to get those hands down. There's another one. That's the 3rd one in this round on top of that. But see him go to the body to try and get the glove down? Digging behind the elbows. He's beating him up bad now.
He's going to come with that right hook over the top, that one there. He's going to try and finish it with that shot.
These hard body shots are bringing the gloves down, and Mueller's taking some beating now. He's a tough kid, and Horn is a sensational fighter.
Mueller's some kind of tough. You like that one, Colonel?
I do, Kelly. I tell you, I love working with you. You get some great insight, kiddo.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
In round number 7, here's Jeff again with his combination. Loads up the shot to the body again. Mueller trying to do the best he can coming off the ropes. Jeff backs off, gets some room. Horn comes to the uppercut, blasts him with the uppercut. Right hand upstairs, and Sam Williams separates the 2 fighters.
Get off his head. Get off his head.
That was a nice body shot from Mueller on Jeff Horn, but Jeff Horn just shook it off and come straight back.
He's in tremendous physical condition. Both guys are. I mean, Mueller couldn't be taking this kind of punishment and able to stand up to this stuff. It's unreal.
Exactly. I really like this. I like all the punches that Jeff Horn is showing us, but I'm really fond of his overhand right. And I think he's going to look for that one. That's his finisher.
Digging body shot downstairs, cracks him with the right hand. This is a clinic for Jeff Horn.
Mate, he's a school teacher by day, and he's putting on a very, very proper boxing lesson now.
Look at that half uppercut. Got the tape coming off that glove. They'll have to attend to that when it slows down a second here. Look at that. Little feint, dipsy doodle underneath it. Never lets the right hand go.
Colonel, how can anyone not like this guy's boxing?
I'll tell you how good it is. Dean Lonergan is getting the round-by-round update by text message from Jim Brannigan. Dean's in Puerto Rico and listening to the fight as Jim tries to update him on the way. There's another big round for Jeff. When I say big, it's just that he throttled him from pillar to post. I get it 70-63. Everything in favor of Jeff Horn.
That wounded bull, you know, just make sure you're going to get him, though. Suck it up, suck the deep area.
Mueller's being broken down. He's slowly being broken down. Here's Jeff Horn just standing off him, just doing whatever he wants. That's that nice body shot. I mean, Mueller's feeling these shots.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's holding up strong as best he can, but those body shots, they tell.
All right, we're moving to round number 8, and how much beyond this it'll go, I don't know, but Mueller has been 12 rounds 3 times and 10 once. But I don't think he was getting hammered like this in those fights because he won all those fights.
Seems to me, Colonel, that the start of this round here, Jeff Horn's lifted up a gear. He's come out faster.
Like he's got an adrenaline throw, Collie?
Oh, he just wants to step up the pace. He knows that this guy's suffering. He knows that Mueller's doing it hard, so he just steps up a gear.
And as Mueller come in to throw a light left hand, he gets cracked by the right hand. There's that half uppercut that Jeff Horn throws. Horn feints with the left, cracks him with the right hand. Time has been called. Created a problem with the glove of Mueller.
He's a class fighter, isn't he, Colonel?
Yeah, he had a chance to hammer him from behind, and he didn't do it.
And that's big news with Joseph Parker and Ruiz, world title fight in Auckland.
It's going to be fantastic. Everybody in New Zealand is going to be thrilled. And of course, let's talk about Lucas Brown having an opportunity to fight Klitschko. But that fight will go to Germany. All right, here we go as we continue with round number 8. Jeff Horn, let's go with the left hook. He's standing right in front of the guy, feints right. See if he comes with anything on the inside. Look at the defense here. Look at this. You are seeing a clinic, my friends. This is a boxing clinic.
But he's able to put his hands down and dodge those punches nice and close in range in the kill zone.
He's such a good boxer. Time has been called again. This is the old Angelo Dundee trick where guys getting hammered, they pull up the tape on the glove, and it gives their fighter a chance to get a breather in the corner. And these guys from Germany know that.
Colonel, while we're talking about the heavyweight fights, Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker, I think the heavyweight division is exciting as it's been in a long time.
Oh, yeah, it was all set up by Tyson Fury knocking off Vlad Klitschko. I mean, Klitschko's had a great run, and he's been a tremendous champion. He's bound for the Hall of Fame. But I think his time is done. Meanwhile, a young fighter like Jeff Horn is really impressing me. Wow. Hard body shot again underneath that elbow. These body shots now, is that left eye, has that been popped, or is it just a big knot still? Oh man, these body shots, Collie. Folks, you can't tell by watching at home, but when we're sitting here, we're in the kind of the mud and the blood and the beer, the sweat, and we can see when these punches sink into their ribs, the spleen on one side and the liver on the other side. These are brutal punches.
He's putting on a boxing clinic tonight, Colonel. You know, he's landing every punch, but our friend Rico Mueller is showing, like you say, some kind of tough.
Well, he is. There's a straight left hand, digging body shot again. Mueller's frustrated. Oh, get cracked with the right hand. Left hook. That tape has come now from the other side, so they tape up one side and pull it loose on the other side.
All right. Right. Timeout.
His timeout again. Now, they shouldn't rush in that corner. They should take all the time in the world because their fighter is getting hammered. Meanwhile, Glenn Rushton sees that Jeff is coming apart. They don't want to slow it down. They want Jeff to keep the pressure on him. So they're getting that taped up. They haven't pulled that loose. With all the great products they have in Germany, you'd think they'd have some tape that could work, huh?
They have some good tricks, too.
Yeah, they do. All right, here we go. as round 8 continues in the closing seconds. Horn right back to work on the head of Rico Mueller. Mueller back to his jab, but he's countered with the right hand of Jeff.
You know, Colonel, Jeff can smell blood, but he's so relaxed. He's so calm. He's so clinical. He's so professional.
Even when he gets knocked down in his last fight with Randall Bailey, he didn't panic. He took the time to get his legs back. And here when he's on a total offensive assault, he doesn't panic either. He just takes his time and goes right back.
And being knocked down by Randall Bailey, I mean, that's something. That man can't punch. Even though he's way past his prime, as you know better than anyone, Randall Bailey was a massive puncher.
Oh, yeah, I did all of his fights when he was champion and when he was in his prime. He fought for Don King, the promoter, and I was doing a lot of Don's fights at the time. And he was a terrific fighter in his prime, but he can still bang. And the last thing to go is a punch.
Suck it in, suck it in. Just got to be smart and just rip him to shreds. You're dismantling him beautifully.
Look at Jeff Horn just dropping his hands in the fire zone and just so relaxed. He's just having his way in this bout.
Well, Kali, we've discussed it before on this evening. When you're having a night like he's having, being in the ring is such a pleasure. And for Mueller having the type of night he's having, it's a horror, it's a nightmare.
You know, it can be the best place in the world. I think it was Joe Fraser said, when you laugh in boxing, when you laugh, the whole world laughs with you. When you cry alone.
That's true. That's why I commentate on fights. It doesn't hurt as much.
I'll join you.
Look at the hand speed. Hand speed again. Body shot. Back upstairs on the break. That's the thing about Horn is so tough. I think he sees the blood coming out of his nose now. He might have a broken nose. And he also might have some broken ribs.
Yeah, I think his nose is broken. But I can see Jeff Horn. He knows he can finish this fight. There's a big chance he can finish this fight if he steps it up. Look at him. Look how relaxed this man is.
He's just beating this guy up. He's doing anything he wants. I'll tell you one thing. If I'm in Mueller's corner, instead of letting this guy who's 28 years old, he's a good fighter, I wouldn't let him take any more of a beating. I'd stop the fight myself.
You know, Colonel, you and I, we know boxing. What we're witnessing here, as people at home don't realize, what we're witnessing here is a world-class thing that we're seeing from Jeff Horn. I mean, this is just exceptional.
Everything is going his way. He's loading up shots. He's sitting down on punches. When he backs off, he takes his deep breath and starts right in again. He doesn't give you 1 second to catch your breath. And we're only halfway through this 9th round.
You know, I can see he's going to make a big impact in the world scene.
Oh, yeah, when they see him in the States a couple of times, and because of the type of kid he is, they're going to love him.
He can box, he's fast, he's smooth, but he possesses power as well.
You know, this is professional boxing, but, you know, when the referee sees a pummeling like this that Rico Mueller is taking, he's got to have a thought and maybe say something to the corner like, how much more? Because he's just beating the daylight saying, he's ready to go down. He didn't go down, he was through the ropes. Is it all over? The fight's all over. He calls it. Jeff Horn has stopped Rico Mueller. And it was the right thing. He went down and the referee saw all he wanted to. You heard me say it's about time that the ref steps in, and he did. He eventually knocked him through the ropes. That's a tremendous victory for Jeff Horn. The Hornet will move in the top 2 in the world.
I think he was just about to stop it when you said it, and then Mueller went through the ropes.
Well, he took all the punishment he could take, and look at that eye. He's as tough as they come, but Horn, just so many weapons, Kali. Just so many weapons. So he wins on a TKO in the 9th round. We'll get the official particulars in a moment, but let's take a look at the replays of the end of this fight. Man.
Looking at the replay now, he just has Mueller against the ropes. There goes that body shot, and it's the beginning of the end. He was already in pain from those head shots. That's it. It's over. That's enough.
Well, he bent over, Cully, as you'll see here. Watch this, but he doesn't touch the canvas. So Jeff, you know, he does what he's supposed to do and stay right on him. So he doesn't touch the canvas.
He did. And he felt that body shot. And, you know, I think the referee was just about to call it, jump in here. And that's exactly when you said it.
Yeah, that was it, because he didn't bother to count. He didn't bother to help me. He'd seen enough at that stage. Good stoppage by Sam Williams of Detroit, the USA. Good IBF referee. Well, our man Ben Damon is in the ring, and we'll have an interview.
I think we're witnessing the birth of a superstar, personally, Colonel.
Well, I think so, too. I can't say enough about him. You know, I call all the great ones, Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, all of those
Fighters to the center ring, please.
But this kid is special. I don't know if he's as good as they were, but it's too early to tell for sure. But he's very, very good. Let's go up to Dan Hennessy.
Fighters to the center ring, please. Ladies and gentlemen, with 2 minutes and 19 seconds gone in the 9th round, your winner by TKO, and now